You know, there really is something magical about being out here this early in the morning. And I love every bit of it. Happy Sunday, everybody. Yep, it's Sunday. Got a decent view of my porch right here. For the most part, all the flowers are getting good. I might actually water them a little bit later, just because, but I don't know, it depends on whether or not it rains. It's supposed to rain today, so I probably won't. So, yeah, I guess for the most part, the weather held out pretty solid, actually. I mean, nice and peaceful. So some people are up, but definitely not a lot. You know, it actually ended up getting a lot better in the evening. Of course, right when it gets better, that's when the sun starts to go down, so what can you do, right? So, let's see. This has been a really nice, relaxing weekend up here right now. Actually, our new neighbors over there our neighbors over there have a new boat. That looks really awesome, by the way. And let's see. We have more of our furniture out here for a company. You're probably wondering what that is over there. Believe it or not, if I'm actually pointing directly at it, that is actually our jet ski lift. Yeah, our family has a jet ski. Man, when I was little, I used to be terrified of that thing. Because, you know, you're out in the open, in the water, you'd risk falling. I'd worry about falling off, getting hurt. But I grew out of it. And, yeah, I eventually ended up just taking it in stride. And as soon as we put it in, I'm definitely going to take it for a ride. No, I'm not going to do a video while I'm on the jet ski, by the way. I am not losing my phone to the water, okay? In fact, that brings up a story that happened just a few weeks after my brother and sister-in-law got married. And it took place in here. It's actually a quite fascinating story. Oh, wait. Sometimes if we're lucky, we maybe see some fish. No, I don't see any fish. Anyway, it was 2016, late 2016, and it was actually a relatively hot time of year. So hot, in fact, that the water evaporated so much that we actually couldn't get this boat into the water, no matter how low we lowered the lift in. So we're trying to finagle getting the boat in, and my sister-in-law is bending over, kind of like I am now, if you can tell. And I don't know if it fell out of her pocket or if she was holding on to it, but her phone actually fell into the water. So, being the nice person I am, I put on my thongs, hence these, and I actually walked underneath the boathouse. I had to finagle my way through, yes, those are cinder blocks, right, underwater. I had to finagle my way through all sorts of pillars and cinder blocks to find her cell phone, pick it up from where she was standing, and give it to her. And while I was at it, since we had trouble getting the boat in, I was able to push the boat into the water from the front. If you want to know the most amazing thing about that story, her phone was still working afterwards. I'm not kidding. Like, it was still fully functional and ready to use. It was unbelievable. I'd never seen anything like it. Like, by all accounts, that phone should have died of certain death. And it did not. I saved the day. Hooray for me. But, yeah. That was actually a really fun time. You know, speaking of my brother and his wife, that actually brings up another story that happened last night, believe it or not. Well, as you know, with most wedding couples, gotta lock the door right there. See? Lock the door. Anyway, with most wedding couples, there comes a wedding album. And my mother, being very open and honest about everything, let me bring it up here. There we go. She actually was showing off the wedding album to everybody when we finally got it. However, there was always one group of people that she never got an opportunity to show it off to last year. It's actually at a place I've alluded to many times, the Antique Inn. Specifically, the hostess there. I don't think I've actually said this in my videos yet, but this part I did say in my videos, the Antique Inn treats you like family. But the head lady there, the hostess, let me put it to you this way. She is so nice that to say that she is the hostess with the mostest would be the grossest of understatements. That's how nice she is. Anyway, and I cannot tell you how many times my mother actually tried to bring up the wedding album to the Antique Inn to show her, because she actually is really nice, and we're really close with this woman anyway. And for like weeks she tried doing it and she could never do it. The final weekend we were up here last year, 2017, I tried to do it myself, but my father stopped me saying, your mom should do it, maybe she wants to do it. And so that whole year they never got to see the wedding album. Last weekend I actually tried bringing up the wedding album thinking that it would actually be up here. And believe it or not, my mom took it home to her place. I'm like, this is never going to get done. So what did I do? I brought the wedding album up here this weekend, and last night I finally got to show the hostess what the wedding album was. And it was great. I'll be honest, I was honestly 100% miserable that day, the day my brother got married. I'd tell you why, but that's a story for another day. But honestly, with showing off the wedding album to the ladies of the Antique Inn, I felt like I got closure. And closure is important. You always want to go for good closure, trying to end on a high note. Actually, speaking of ending on a high note, I wonder. Hold on. Take your shoes off right there. Okay, let's see. Okay, too cold. Nope. Little too cold yet. That's okay. I'll go for a dip another time when it gets a little warmer. But yeah, that's your daily dose of laughs right there, I suppose. Yeah, we always keep an emergency supply of shampoo, conditioner, and soap, and a towel, because even though I showed you our shower, we are men up here, ladies and gentlemen. We get cleaned the old-fashioned way. But honestly, the water's a little too cold right now to go for a morning dip, so I'm probably just gonna shower off inside. Holy cow, it wasn't freezing per se, but honestly, give it about another week or two with the kind of good weather we've been having, yeah, it should be pretty solid right now. It should be about solid, but yeah. You're probably wondering, well, Nick, why don't you just walk into the water from right there? Okay, yes, that is a good point. I could have done that, but what you have to remember is that beach is not sand. That's gravel. Actually, sand would probably be worse. My point is, if I walked into the water from over there, and I would immediately get out of the water, that gravel would immediately stick to my feet. It wouldn't hurt, but if I have any aspirations of going back inside, which I do, then it's going to get all over the place. You gotta get a vacuum and try and get it all up. It's just, no one wants to do that. It's Sunday. You gotta relax. Have a good time. You know, enjoy the scenery. Enjoy it. Enjoy the scenery, I say. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I want all of you to look at it. Obligatory SpongeBob reference. Hey, what can I say? SpongeBob was a good show. The original episodes are great. But, yeah. So, I'm really glad the weather held out. Oh, hold on. There we go. Now this is ending on a high note. Even though I've been flailing my phone all over the place. So, yeah. Even though I've been flailing my phone all over the place, it's on the verge of, I'm sure you guys probably got a good view of everything. One more view. And I can see the clouds behind me too. They're awesome looking. I just love this place so much. I love this place as much as I love making these videos and entertaining you guys. One last quick look around right there. Yep. So, in any case, like, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. I can seriously use the support. I'm humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. I'm hopeful that we all have a wonderful Sunday. And I hope that the weather starts clearing up because I have heard it's supposed to rain today. And remember, if you guys ever want to talk or if you guys ever want to chat, I'll always be here to lend an ear. And I'll always have your back. So take care, everybody.